whiskey neat and my boys fleek. I could take the heat, put me on repeat.
My personal biggest challenge is the ability to collaborate with people, because the certain environments that I haven't found my place in, and I think that maybe men have it easier because it's mostly men, and sometimes there's a misconception about, it's actually a double-edged sword, because they say that, okay, as a female musician you should be pushed and you should be given opportunities, but at the same time the people with those opportunities in their hands, they look at me and they say, oh, you're a woman, you'll be okay, you're pretty, you'll be okay. You know, it's all bullshit, really. Like, it's just me, and I'm racing, and I'm gonna get to where I want regardless of those things. But I think the struggle for me has been collaborating, and I'd love for that to change, but I've also learned that I can't force these things, because I'm very in control of what I do, of my music, of my business decisions. I'm self-managed, I'm independent, like I said. So I've realized that I need to listen to my gut, and every time I don't, that's when I make mistakes. So I need to keep trusting myself. I think my message to the LGBT community, or any minority that is, because I think that in this country a lot of minorities are struggling, or globally actually, it's just not to give a fuck. Like, it's just that simple, you know. I think that the more you listen to things that people say, or the more you're invested in people's opinions that you don't really respect or care for, that those things shouldn't get to you. And I know for a fact that when we do things like, whether I do a show in certain venues that are predominantly minorities, there's an energy, you know, and sometimes it's not about words, it's just about feeling represented. And I think that's the main issue, lack of representation, lack of leaders, or lack of icons, or lack of people that are tolerant, you know, and not just tolerant, but that are fist forward with equality in general, whether it's women's rights or LGBTQ plus rights. But you know, it's growing. And what happened recently, you're asking me what happened recently, I think that there's a lot of things that are coming, and the more attention that is on us, or on me, or whoever, the more issues we're gonna have. But it's how we handle those issues that define us. And I've seen a lot of people that I can understand, because they come from a lot of pain, maybe react in an aggressive way, but it's very important to remember to be mature, because we're under a loop. So when we feel attacked, we really should put our best foot forward, and we should be who we are, which I think most of us are really great active members of the community, and I think that we don't get credit for that. And people think that success is something that you earn, or happiness is something that you earn, but I think that rent is due every single fucking day. Every day rent comes, and you got to be stronger than it. And the days where you're not stronger, I think you need to be easier on yourself, because there's a lot of guilt about not doing what you think you should be doing, and I think that it causes a series of depression and anxiety. It's okay not to be okay all the time. It's okay not to be on your best foot all the time, but if you want to make it, you have to be willing to predominantly fight. So it's just about how much you want it, I guess. And for me, it's kind of like I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. This is who I am, and this is what I do, and this is how I express myself, and I don't see it any other way. So even when I feel down, it's like, okay, tomorrow I gotta pick up the world and get going, you know? So yeah, actually this is something that my mom always told me when things got really rough, or when I'm really overwhelmed. She tells me, let the world fall down today. Tomorrow you'll wake up and you'll pick it up.
سلم لي على أمك.
Put your hands up, come on.